Treyarch just dropped a whole bunch of information for the brand new Citadelle Day More map coming to Black Ops 6 Zombies, and they have been cooking. Now, for this video, we're going to go ahead and stick to the castle and everything that it has to offer. So, of course, starting off with the lore, which some of this is based in reality, we're going to go ahead and start in 750 AD. Now, earliest records state that around this time was built a building meant to house people that were afflicted by leprosy. Now, eventually, this building would become known as the Abbey of the Forgotten, before eventually being abandoned and forgotten entirely. However, sometime around 1137 AD, a woman by the name of Adelaide de Marianne, who happened to be the widow of the late King Louis VI, ordered the construction of a castle where that abbey once stood. Now, they even went so far as to use materials that were scavenged from the old abbey for the construction of this castle. Now, this project would end up going for about an entire century until the year 1220. And as far as everyone that was ordered to help build the castle, well, they lived in a village that was positioned underneath where the castle would be built. Now, by the year 1314, a man by the name of Jacques du Molay, who happened to be the last real-life Grand Master of the Knights Templar, ends up getting burned at the stake for heresy. Now, at this time, his last surviving followers take the relics that they had found during the Holy Crusades and they go ahead and hide them somewhere. Now, of course, the Holy Crusades was a real-life event that actually happened from 1095 to 1291, and it basically involved the conquest to recover stolen religious artifacts and sites. All right, now at this point, Treyarch has given us another paragraph, but this one has a lot of redacted info in it, so I'm just going to read it to you how it is. So the next bit of lore is as follows. A lone knight rides south carrying once owned by Abdul, said to be able to and even capable of itself. Once at the keep using a ritual learned from he and Guy St. Michael along with his 4 enforcers ruled over the descendants now. Obviously, such is considered apocryphal. Now, what this actually means remains to be seen, of course, but it seems to me like they might be talking about the sword and its elemental upgrades. However, let's go ahead and skip next to 1533 to after Avalon is declared free. At this point, the entire principality of Avalon is then gifted to a powerful family known as the French Syndicate. All right, now let's go ahead and skip ahead to 1939, and Avalon at this point has stayed basically neutral. However, this has not stopped it from periodically being accidentally targeted by off-target bombers, which of course has caused a significant amount of damage, as evident by the giant hole in the ceiling with the bomb centered in the middle. Alright, now let's go ahead and skip ahead to current day Avalon. Now at this point the Citadel sits largely abandoned but is still being used by the French Syndicate. And of course, as far as the castle itself is concerned, let's go ahead and take you on a little tour. So starting off, we're going to start with the town square. Now this is the central hub of the village that is located below the castle, and it has a large stone statue and fountain situated in the very center. To the southeast we have a large bell tower with 2 portcullis gates on either side, giving us 2 ways to go. And then directly across from the bell tower is the tavern called the Mason's House. Now this tavern is going to offer us an L-shaped interior. It's going to come complete with banquet tables, a massive bar, ample seating complete with a games room, and of course a pool table. Alright, now next we're going to head up towards the castle. However, this time we're going to stop at the village ascent. Now this is going to be a main path section leading from the lower gate to a small forecourt and well. Alright, now on the western side is a gate that leads to the nature path and hilltop. Now this is described as a place that offers a once idyllic, now horrific view. And then of course past this we have the courtyards and the ramparts. Now up here is where we're going to find the sealed entrance to the castle, which I assume we're going to need to break open using the large lion cannon that is positioned outside. Alright, now next up, once we do open that door, we're going to be then greeted with the entrance hall. Now, as soon as we enter inside the Citadel, we're going to be greeted with a large stone staircase, at the top of which is a large stone dragon bust, which no doubtly will be some sort of Easter egg. And then if we head past this, we can find ourselves in the sitting rooms. Now, the sitting rooms is described as a large room held together by scaffolding and luck, and also seems to show signs of recent activity. In here, we're going to find a couch, some bunk beds, a desk, and even a fireplace, which once again is probably going to be some sort of Easter egg. All right, now next, let's go ahead to the dining hall. This is a once massive room that now sits in ruins. As you can see, an unexploded bomb is sitting in the center, and it has broken through the roof in the top. All right, now if we continue past this room, we're then going to eventually end up in the dungeon, which you can't have a castle without a dungeon. Now this place, however, is filled with car batteries, chains, hammers, prison cells, and anything you can think of in between. And then of course further into the castle, we can evidently find a second dungeon. This one is called the Undercroft and the Oubliette. I probably pronounced that wrong. Now what this is, however, is a massive, partially flooded, basically cellar that is filled with things like paintings, statues, and I guess evidently stacked gravestones. Then of course finally deeper after that is the actual Oubliette itself. And then it also says that deeper into this we can find things like chemicals, hazardous materials, and even more illicit stuff. Alright, now as far as the castle is concerned, that is going to conclude this video. If you guys want the rest of the breakdowns, those are going to be coming to my page in the next couple hours, if not by tomorrow. However, if this video helped you out, then please help me by hitting that like and share. Then please hop down in the comments, and on a scale of 1 to 10, let me know how absolutely pumped you guys are, because I know myself, I can't wait for this map. Otherwise, try to have yourselves a fantastic day, and I'll catch you guys around.